Hi there, it's Donna from Odonnata Growth and Transformation Coaching. And I have a question for you today that I'd like you to consider. I figure it's the start of the year, it's quite a topical question. And it's this: do you have a learning and development plan for your junior lawyers over the next 12 months? If you do, that is great. You are already ahead of the game and it is only the 5th of January. Here's another question for you. Does that learning and development plan for your junior lawyers include the people element of your junior lawyers? And what I mean by that is, does it go over and above the standard legal skills training and the supervision provision that's required for junior lawyers these days? Does it include the well-being factors that we hear so much about nowadays? So things like dealing with overwhelm, increasing resilience, setting and maintaining boundaries, especially when for so many of your people their office and their home are actually one and the same place at the moment. So boundaries are vital at the moment. If your answer is anything along the lines of, well, no, it doesn't include those things, or it sort of includes those things, or maybe it's more of a ish kind of a response, well, I want you to know that that's the case for so many people I've been speaking to in the legal profession lately who are responsible for the learning and development of their junior lawyers. And it's not surprising, really. I mean, you guys, you also have targets, you also have monthly billable goals to reach. And so when your daily workload is already maxed out, it's not surprising that it's hard to find the time to give the focus and attention to what others need, the junior lawyers need, let alone plan it out. However, you'll have heard this before. When you fail to plan, you know you're planning to fail, right? Now, what I wanted to share with you today is a simple technique that you probably know about, and you more than likely use it, especially when you are starting to work with a new client, but you may not have been applying it to your thoughts, your approach to planning the learning and development focus for your junior lawyers. And it's a 3-step technique, very, very straightforward. And the first part of it is to just ask. Find out what your junior lawyers need over and above the obvious things like the legal training, the legal knowledge and experience, and the supervision support. Dig deeper into what's missing for them in order for them to really thrive in their legal career at your law firm. Don't be afraid to ask these questions, because if you don't know what's really going on for them, how can your law firm fully support them on their development journey? The second element of this simple technique is to listen with both ears. Hear what is being said, and perhaps more importantly, what isn't being said. I hear from so many junior lawyers who say they're afraid to tell their senior partners, their supervising partners, their line manager about the things they're finding hard and they're struggling with. So listen carefully, because this isn't about solving anything for them at this stage, or waving a magic wand and taking away all their challenges. That's not what this is about. It's about simply taking the time to really listen to what their perception is of their reality, and thereby gaining a much deeper understanding of what they really need. And then the final part of this simple technique is to record. Capture what they say as best you can, in their own words, as close to verbatim as possible. And this has 2 key benefits, really. The first one is that you can then replay back to them what they've said to you to check both yours and their understanding of what it is they've said. And then second of all, what this recording does is it gives you a gold mine of data that you can then use in your planning of what the L&D, the Learning and Development Programme, needs to look like for the next 12 months for your people. And You will ensure that it includes not only the legal requirements that every junior lawyer needs to be successful, but also the people elements, the well-being elements that helps provide that full, well-rounded support mechanism for your people. So doing this, taking the time to use this simple technique when you before you start planning the L&D focus for the next 12 months will ensure that you are setting your junior lawyers up for success, and yourself and your law firm. So I hope that's useful. Give me a call or drop me a message if you have any questions on this and you'd like to talk about it in more detail. And I'll say bye-bye for now. Speak to you soon.